welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is the top of my desk, which sits right here. It's right here. And we're going to be working on the top of it. Now, here's a picture of what it looks like right now. Tighten my tripod, sorry about that. So what we're going to be removing today is that lantern. I already taken it down, and the little cherub girl. Everything else up there I'm going to utilize. So again, I'm trying to plug fall in, and I'm trying not to make a lot of extra work for myself. Yet I want things nicely decorated, you know. So what I'm going to do, first off, I wanted to say that I'm going to be making 2 funky bows. One in this video, I'm going to be making, doing an 8-loop funky bow tutorial. And that's the way it'll look when I'm finished. Let's hope anyway. And I'm going to be utilizing this ribbon I got from perpetualribbons.com. I know I've been talking about Bobby at perpetualribbons.com lately. And I've heard that a lot of you have gone over there and ordered yourself up some ribbon, and I don't think that you'll be disappointed. Look at this beautiful ribbon. It works up beautifully, you guys. Honest to goodness, it works up beautifully. So perpetualribbons.com, there's her kind of logo. And I have one of her cards over here. Let me get that, and I'll hold it up, and we'll do a freeze frame so that you guys can pause your computers and write down her information if you'd like. This blouse, I hope I'm not going to be yanking on it and stuff. This is an old blouse that I got from Dress Barn years and years ago. It's no longer available, but it is rather large on me. But I'm trying to wear something different. I don't want y'all to get sick of seeing me in the same old stuff all the time. But I don't have a plethora of outfits, you know? But anyway, because I'm still losing weight, you know, and I still want to keep it up. So, but anyway, here is her card. Bobby. If you want to freeze your computers there and take a screenshot of that or write it down. If you are interested in any of her ribbon, I highly recommend her. She's very, very good. And no, I am not sponsored by her, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that we're going to be making an 8-loop funky bow, and I'm going to be hanging these at either corner of the desk. And then I'm going to be utilizing these jars, and I'm going to be doing a little something with these jars. And I got these from the place called 2 Times New here in town. So I've got this one, and I've got one smaller size. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of something with those. And then I stopped by 2 Times New, as a matter of fact, this morning, and look what I found. I found this bluebird. Isn't she pretty? $4.50. Paid $4.50. Whoops. See if I can get you to see $4.50. You know, trust me, it's $4.50. But I'll be utilizing her up there some way. And then I already had this. Last year I had these pumpkins, and these are kind of like a resin material, plasticky resin. I had these sitting up on my candlesticks up there with pip berries around the bottom. But now I have those pretty birds that look just very much like this. And I'm gonna leave the birds on my candlesticks because I love the way that looks. And we're gonna put this with glue dots, and we're gonna put it on one of these little cupcake stands. We're gonna glue dot this on. So we're gonna do that and set this up there some way. And then I have this other blue vase, like I have up on the mantle. only this one I paid $6 for at 2 times new, and we're going to be doing a very similar arrangement or the same kind of arrangement as we did in there. But first of all, we need to do a funky bow tutorial. So let me pull my camera around here, and we're going to do an 8-loop funky bow. It's going to look like this, like I said, and I want one for either quarter of the desk. There goes Chris. There he goes. Shoo, like the Flash. And he's got a fan. He installed this Mongo fan out in the ceiling of the garage. And he airs out the garage sometimes. And it's kind of a cloudy, it's still humid as all get out, but it's cloudy and it's cooler. It's only in the 70s today. Upper 70s, but only in the 70s, which is cool for around here. Trust me, it's been in the 90s and hundreds and 150% humidity. I'm not even kidding, it's been awful. So, but anyway, let me turn my camera here and we're gonna get started on making this a funky bow. And once we're done that, I'm gonna do a few things on camera to prep, and then we'll go up the ladder and do a decorate with me up there, hopefully. All right, here we go. Here is the other funky bow that I just made, sitting here. And I've got my pipe cleaner. And here's the jars, aren't they pretty? These are the prettiest jars, and they're heavy as lead, y'all. Heavy, 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 heavy. So, all right, like I said, I have 8 pieces of ribbon cut at 24 inches long each. Each piece of ribbon is 1 loop in the 8-loop funky bow. So the first thing we do is fold the first strip in half. Since I don't really have a pattern of ribbon, I need to kind of make my own pattern as far as when I want to flip the direction of my loop. So, and let me reiterate again too, it doesn't matter with funky bows, it doesn't matter how long or short you make your tails. I always tell you to err on the side of caution and make the strips a little longer than you might think, and you can always trim down your strips. But what's important is in a funky bow is to make sure that your loops are of consistent size, that all of them are the same size. In this case, I'm making them at 3 or 5.5 inches. So I measure that out at 5.5 inches, and then I go to the back tail, or the tail that's in behind the one that's pointing in the right direction, and I twist it to bring the right side around to this, be going in the same direction as that. At least at this time. They're gonna get all jumbled and they're gonna get all mixed up, and you might have to twist them and fiddle around with them once you get the bow made, and that's okay, but in my mind, at least I have it started in the right direction, and it might twist easier when I go to twist it after I've made the bow. So we're gonna pick up the second loop in our 8-loop funky bow, and we're gonna point that loop up from center. Again, center being my thumb. The center of the bow is my thumb. Again, go to that back tail and twist. Now, since we have an even numbered looped bow, even though the ribbons are all the same, I still want to switch directions of the loop. So this time I measured out, as you saw, 5.5 inches. This time I'm going to point that loop down from my thumb, down from center. Still going to go to that back tail and twist. And there we have our first 3 loops in our 5.5 inches. Twist that down. So my pattern for this bow, for making this bow, is I'm turning 2 loops up from center and then the next 2 down from center. So 2 up, 2 down, still going back to twist that. I'm telling you, this ribbon is so nice. It is so nice. It's stiff and a little bit difficult, not difficult, but a little bit, it holds its shape beautifully. A little bit harder to work with than some, not so wonderful ribbon. So, okay, so here we go. Our 3rd time through. What did I do? Did I only do 6? Did I only cut 6 loops? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm making 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm lying. my goodness. Oh, Lordy, 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 Lordy. All right, you guys, I'm a ding dong. This is only a 6-loop funky bow. Pardon me, I've lost my mind, obviously. Though I made, in my own defense, I had made this a while ago, and I just looked at it and said, okay, that's an 8-loop. Didn't remember how many pieces of ribbon I had cut or all that. Anyway, regardless. So, same concept though. 2 loops up, 2 loops down, and then the last 2 loops will turn the loop up again. And then the last one will turn up 5.5. And there we have all of our ribbons in my hand, ready to, what did I do with my pipe cleaner? Here's my pipe cleaner. Put the pipe cleaner on, wrap the bottom around the bottom and the top around the top. Use the hand that you're holding the bow as resistance. Get the hand that you manipulated the ribbons with and get up as close as you can. Kind of pull that other hand around and pinch it and then twist. Twist, 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 twist. And there we have a 6-loop funky bow. Isn't that attractive? What's the difference? I need to fluff this one. This one I've already fluffed. The most important part of any funky bow is the fluffing. So take some time to get your hand in every loop, all 6 of them. You know, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at, you know? Get all 6 of these loops fluffed, and I like to pull them forward, and then I usually separate the tails and just make sure that they're evenly dispersed, you know, behind the bow. And there we go. And I'm sure I'll tweak it some more when I get it up. There we go. 2 6-loop funky bows. Pretty pretty. All right, let me put this up a little bit. Next thing I want to do is get that blue, cobalt blue vase over here. And I only need one of these. Over there for these arrangements on the mantle, I had 2 of these in. Well, I only have, pardon me, I only have 1 more. And I want to break it up, and I'm going to put a little bit in each one of these tall glass containers. So that means I only have 1 for up there, and that's fine. This is going to be up high. It's okay. It doesn't need to be, you know, big and full like you're not going to be able to see it as well up there. I do still want these. I've got to be careful too because this might hit the ceiling. So I'm going to cut this down probably about just a little to a smidge taller than that is. So I'm going to take about 2.5 inches off, I guess. And we'll start there. Yep, that worked. And I stopped in at AC Moore and hoping and praying that they were going to have more of these little jobbies in there this morning, and they did, 40% off, and I got a ton of them. I didn't buy them out, but I bought about 16 of these because I have been using these everywhere, and I know that I'm going to love using these throughout the year. These are not just fall to me. They do have pine cones on them, but it's like really, oh my goodness, I think these are so pretty. So I just want to put one right in the front there. gonna bend that. Did you see what I did? I just bent that little acorn over the lip so that it doesn't fall down in there because it's not very tight in there. Okay. And I want to put one on each side. You know, I might use these, why couldn't I use these cobalt vases and put beautiful blue and white flowers in them for the, you know, after Christmas. I think it would be, they'd be just beautiful like that. And there we go. I think that looks pretty. I guess I should take the price tag off, huh? There we go. $6 buckaroonies. Alrighty. So those will be beautiful up there, I think. You know what, I think I am gonna put one more in the back here, just because as you walk in from the garage, you can look up and see this. I'm not real concerned about, you know, what it looks like, but I think I would like to just, you know, add one more of these, just, you know, just in case somebody does happen to take a peek up there and look at it. Here we go. All right. I think that'll be pretty sitting up there. And I'll fix these when I get them into place. Or I'll fix them now. Kind of. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, let me see. I've got one more of these left. I've got some white pumpkins. I actually might like to put a couple of, I forgot about the pumpkins. I wanted to add a couple of pumpkins. I found these at my coffers downstairs. They were from Hobby Lobby last year and they were $1.49 last year. Forgot about these. I'm gonna pull that back over here. I wanna put two in there. I never used these last year. There's a will, there's a way. That'll work. Okay, now let's see what I can do with these two little jars. Okay, I want to split. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that'll be easy. 2 in one and 2 in another. I can even do that math. Okay, let me cut these down a little bit. I don't know whether you guys have noticed this or not, but if you remember my haul that I did at the very beginning of this decor series, I have depleted a lot of what I purchased, and I really do not go and buy willy-nilly, y'all. I really and truly don't. Let me see. This does not have to be anything perfectly wonderful here, but we'll see. I don't even know how I'm gonna set them up there. Well, I'm just kind of gonna do them the same for now, and I can always switch them if I need to. And I don't know whether you guys noticed that or not, but I really and truly, you know, I know people, you know, and y'all always say, don't worry about the negativity and whatever, Arlen. But, you know, I get comments, oh, you buy this and that, and, you know, really and truly, I don't. You know what? I don't know that I want to use this. I might like to use this for something else. Since I have all these little picks here, why don't I just put one of the little picks in each? Instead of, I don't want to say I would be wasting that. I wouldn't, but I don't really want to cut that apart. Pretty. I love these. I don't know how it's going to work with those birds up there. We'll see. I don't know. And I've got 2 more pumpkins. That looks pretty. I love it. Okay, now let's glue dot this pumpkin onto this little cupcake holder. I'm going to use, I think it was Dell who told me this. And then just put a glue dot on the dish on whatever it is you're going to be gluing to, instead of trying to manipulate it with your fingers. So that's what I'm doing here. I got these from Amazon, y'all, because the ones that Danielle told me about and the ones that I first picked up at Hobby Lobby, they just don't have them. They have not gotten them back into stock. So we found these on Amazon. These are a little sturdier than those ones. I'm going to tell you right off. These are, they call them, well, they're pop-up dots, and they call them permanent. Now you can get them off, but it will take a little work. So just to warn you about that, it does. They are a little bit more permanent than the ones we had from Hobby Lobby. So just to let you know that, give you a little warning sticker. Maybe one more there, huh? Like, I might not ever get this back off. No, I will. If I want to, I might just leave it on here and pack it away like this, you know? Anyway, all right, there we go. Glue dots all around. And I'm going to try to center it this way, where I can see everything. There we go. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, look at that. That's so cute. Let me get Mr. Birdie's tail sticker off of $4.50. I wonder if it'll show you now. Ah, there we go, $4.50. Alrighty, there we go. I think I'm ready to climb up on a ladder and start putting this stuff up there. Fingers crossed it has a place for up there. So let me get my other tripod up and running, and we'll go for this. All right, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, everybody, I'm coming. Here I come, up my ladder. All right, Chris is standing right here. I already put some command strips up here on either corner of this desk, and I made little loops out of my pipe cleaners in the back, and I'm just going to hang the loop on hang the bow on the hook. I'll fix them when I get the other stuff up here. The hand is helping. What did you do? Okay. I don't know what he did, but okay. All right. I'll fix those in a minute. Let's get, oh look, I left a price tag on that. Isn't that nice? Okay. Let's get my vase. And I know I want this back in this corner. All right, now I need to figure out where I want to put these blue vases. I think I want the shorter one on this side, and I'm going to move Mr. Bird over just for something different. I usually like things to be taller on the left and shorter on the right. Well, I'm going to try something different this time, you know? So let's try that. Now I got to move to the other side. The window. It's not. You got to go way up high. That's the hand helping. Thank you, honey. All right, let's go. Put this on my other hook. And I'll probably have to get down and look at these and tweak these from below. All right, now here's the other bird. You know, I just don't know how I want to do this. So I want all these up here. How's that look? You know what? I think I want both birds on one side and both vases on one side. No? And get all the orange over here. Yeah. Yeah. Let me try it. I'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, I like that. Moving back over there. It's helping again. Wait a minute. I just thought of something. Hang on. Y'all remember this? I had this up on my hutch, but I've got other things I can set on my hutch, so I'm going to set this up here just to pull in a little bit more blue onto this side. We'll leave the pumpkin in the middle, have the blue bird over on the other side, and I think that helps to balance it out. Nestle that right next to it. Because I like that. I like pulling the cream back over. All right, I think that's it, y'all. I gotta turn this pit berry around here. You guys will help me out with that. I am really not too steady on my feet up here. Although there is a railing here that I can reach. Thank you. Chris fixed it. All right. Actually, I want him turned that way, I think. One that way, none that way. All right, I think that's it. Okay, let me go into some final words here, and then I'll get the camera down and I'll take you right across this, and or take some still shots of it and fix my bows. I know I'm gonna have to fix my bows. So, but while I'm up here, because this is up so high, I am gonna go ahead and do some final words so I can do it while I'm looking at you. So thank you all so much for stopping in to visit with me. Thank you so much too for all of your continued support, your continued beautiful comments. Thank you and welcome to all of my new subbies. I've got many more new ones. Thank you guys so much. I'm getting close to 23,000. If I haven't reached it by the time, I don't think I will by the time this goes up, but thank you all so very much for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time spent with me kind of mulling around my house and doing a little decorating here and a little decorating there. Thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to cry before I go into my final words, for goodness sakes. For those of you too who might not have heard me say these words at the end of a video, I've been saying this for over a year now, and I honestly felt like I was given from above these words, these specific words that I say in the order in which I say them, really and truly. Sometimes I mix it up a little bit, but normally they're very much the same because I really feel like I can read them on a chalkboard. That's how I felt. So I'm hoping that my final words might touch one of you or help one of you. It may not help you all, but maybe there's somebody out there who might need to hear this. So I will just say, for those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love you to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, I'll be back with another final video or montage of pictures, something. I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.